What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. This morning, I am here on my porch again, uh, ready to drop some knowledge on you again. All right. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video for you this morning is to tell you to follow your personal dream, right? To follow your personal dream. What is it that you've always dreamt of doing, right? Now, if you haven't read this book, The Alchemist, right? The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I highly recommend this book. I highly recommend this book because the story is really intriguing. It's pretty much about this. I don't want to spoil it for you, but like just to summarize, right? It's about this kid who he's a shepherd, right? He lives in the lands. His father is a farmer, and his dream was to always travel the world. He always wanted to travel the world and see what the world has to offer him, because he had known nothing prior to traveling. He had known nothing but his town, and pretty much the universe worked in his favor, right? The universe worked in his favor. The universe worked on granting all of his wishes, right? And our lives are no different. When you really think about it, our lives are no different. The things we wish for, the things that we pray for, the things that we try to manifest in our life, they come in different forms. They come in different forms, and opportunities come in different forms. Sometimes we're not always able to actually recognize the opportunities that come knocking at our door, but nonetheless, opportunities always knocks at our door, and it is our job to be able to recognize those opportunities when they're staring us right in our faces. All right, and what happens is at different points of our life. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna put this down. At different points of our life, as I said, opportunity come knocking, and how do we recognize? How do we pay close attention? How do we pay close enough attention to be able to recognize an opportunity when it's staring us right in our eyes? A lot of times, people fear, right? A lot of times, most people we all deal with the same issues. We tend to fear itself, and quite frankly, fear is actually one of the major things, one of the major reasons a lot of people don't follow their dreams. And I want you to overcome that. I want you to overcome that because once you take that mask off, once you take that fear mask off, right? There's always something greater on the other side, right? That's when you actually have your first breakthrough. Now, I'm proud to say that my first breakthrough wasn't when I made money, right? My first real breakthrough was when I actually learned to speak English. That was my first real breakthrough because for 2 years I couldn't make any friends. For 2 years I couldn't make any friends, and for 2 years I couldn't communicate. I couldn't communicate with people, and once I had that breakthrough, that was the greatest feeling in the world. That was the greatest feeling in the world because that's what I had been looking for the whole time. But somehow, at the time, that was my biggest fear. That was my biggest fear. The fear of speaking in front of people. The fear of talking to people and have them make fun of me, have them make fun of my accent, and for a long time I had to learn to deal with that. I remember in the 7th grade, I had public speaking class, and man, I was petrified. I was petrified to actually go up on stage. Back then it felt like a stage, but it was actually in front of a whole classroom of about 25 to 30 kids, right? Just like myself, and except they knew how to speak English. They were born and raised in America, but I wasn't, right? But I wasn't myself, and I had to conquer that fear. And once I did that, And by the way, before I actually went up on in front of the class to actually present my project, I tried to come up with every excuse in the book. I tried to come up with every excuse in the book to not go up there. I would tell the professor that I'm sick. I would tell the professor that I don't speak well. I would tell the professor. I would tell all these. I would make up all these excuses as to why I cannot go up in front of the classroom to present. When in all actuality, that was all my fear. That was all my fear. Talking, right? That wasn't really me. And today, I just want to speak to you about that. I just want to. I'm sorry. I actually like taking notes. I actually took some notes for you guys on actually four major things I think you can focus on. 4 major things you can focus on that will enhance you. That will enhance you. That will enhance your business. That will enhance every area of your life. All right. The number one is actually no one performs under pressure. No one performs well under pressure. It's absolutely critical to find your comfort zone. Find what it is that makes you comfortable. It may be chewing gum, right? It may be chewing gum. It may be getting your work done alone. It may be isolating yourself. But regardless, find what it is that makes you comfortable within your skin, because once you find that, that's when you'll be able to elevate to a higher level, right? You'll be able to elevate to a higher level, not only in your personal life, but on a business standpoint, right? Now, the second is actually to absolutely have no. You have to absolutely be willing to break the rules, right? A lot of us sometimes we're scared to break the rules. We're scared of what other people are gonna think, right? We're scared of what other people are gonna think, and quite frankly, that can hold us back tremendously. I know that's held me back in my life for a long time. My parents always wanted me to go to college, right? That's the expectation. I have about 14 brothers, right? 14 brothers and sisters, and I'm the last, and they've all graduated college. So you can imagine the pressure for me to actually finish school. And when I didn't, it was absolutely heartbreaking for my family. It was heartbreaking for my mother and my father. But I had to learn to live with that. I had to learn to live and deal with that because I wasn't scared to break the rules. And now here I am talking to you. Here I am talking to you, doing what I absolutely love, because I enjoy this. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy giving you value. I enjoy helping you deal with whatever it is that you're going through in your life, whether if it's personal or financial. All right. Now the third little rule is actually overcoming our obstacles. A lot of times we are our biggest obstacles. No one really stands in our way, right? At some point, somebody may try to deny you or something, but regardless, that should never really be your excuse as to why you're not doing something. That should never be your reason as to why you're not doing something, because at the end of the day, we are in control of our destiny. No one is in control of that, and we have to overcome that. We have to overcome those obstacles. We have to overcome those barriers that we have in our minds, right? At the end of the day, 80% of marketing is mental, right? The moment we master the mental part of marketing, everything else becomes easy. Everything else is easy. I don't know. I'm not too great at setting up a landing page. I'm not too great at setting up a funnel. I'm not too great at traffic, right? I'm okay at those things, but what I am great at, I'm great at communicating with people. I'm great at connecting with people, building some type of rapport and making you feel comfortable with me, right? Because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, to be able to connect with your people, to be able to connect with your tribe, with your family. That's important. And I want you to feel connected to everything that I'm saying. All right. I absolutely think about these things at night before I go to bed. Just last night, I was thinking about everything that I'm talking to you about now. Right. I was thinking about how I have all these resources, I have all this knowledge, and that I could share it with you, and that you would be able to absolutely enjoy this type of content in your personal life as well as your business, and it will be of some value to you. And last but not least, guys, the fourth is you must be ready to receive. You absolutely must be ready to receive. Sometimes we don't feel deserving of certain things, right? We don't feel deserving of certain things. We feel like we may feel like we hadn't worked for it, and it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to feel like that, because I felt like that at points. But I've reached a point in my life where I've struggled. I've been homeless. I've been absolutely down. I went to the lowest point of my life about a year ago. I was absolutely depressed. I had no job. I had nowhere to sleep. I was sleeping couch to couch, and I just didn't know what to do with myself. And all those times, I just remember thinking to myself, man, I'm just going through it right now. I don't know if I'm ready to receive certain things. You know, I don't feel like I'm deserving of certain things, and I was just really downing myself, and that's really a big setback. That's a major hurdle in a lot of people's life. You would be surprised how many people are dealing with serious mental issues. So you must be ready to receive. You must be ready to receive at any point. As I said before in the beginning of this video, opportunity come knocking at our door every day. Every moment of our life, opportunity is knocking at our door, and it's our job to open that door. It's our job to open that door. If you don't open the door, you will never know what's in store for you. If you don't open that door, you will never know how fast, how much you can grow. All right, and that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today, guys. This is pretty much like a bonus video, just to give you like an insight of my life, the things that I've had to deal with, so you don't have to deal with those same things. All right, and find out what it is that you're passionate about. All right, find out what it is that you're passionate about. Again, let me go ahead and get the book again. I highly recommend getting this book and reading it, because again, it's all about following your personal dream. It's all about following your personal legend. All right, the kid in this book, man, he at so many points in his life, he thought about giving up. Right? At so many points of his life, he thought about giving up and going back home to doing the same thing that he used to do. But guess what happens? At every point of his life, the universe finds a way. The universe finds a way to actually to encourage him, to give him a little bonus, right? To keep going, right? And at every time he reaches those points, he doesn't give up. He doesn't give up. I can tell you right now, he reaches points where he feels he's at a standstill, where he's no longer growing. But nonetheless, even those moments are still even in those moments, you're still growing. Even in those moments, he was still growing, right? And I recommend this book because, man, it's an absolutely beautiful story. And I think once you read this book, you will have you will be able to see a bigger picture, as far as what you need to do in your life so you can not only pursue your personal dream, and as well as your business ventures. All right, now I'm not sure what point you're at in your life. If you may be a worker, you may be a college student, you may be a college dropout. Right? It doesn't really matter at what point you're at in your life. This book will be helpful to you. And don't forget, this new system is also a great opportunity for you. All right, don't forget, this new system is a great opportunity for you. It's actually one of the few systems online right now that's offering is the commission that they're offering. Right? You can realistically make 6 figures within 90 days with this new system. I'm not gonna get into too much details about this new system that I'm speaking of. But what you can do is you can go ahead and check out the link below to get your free overview PDF on what on how you can realistically reach your six-figure goal within 90 days. And again, don't forget to pick up this book. All right, do not forget to pick up this book. It's called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I think he's an absolutely genius author. And if you don't have the money to pick it up, you can always borrow it from a library. Now, I'm not gonna guarantee you that it's always gonna be available, because this is a fairly popular book. All right, but nonetheless, you can definitely get it for free. You can browse surf the internet for it. Surf the internet for it. Most likely you'll be able to get a free PDF of it. As long as you pick it up, that's a great step for you, not only for your personal life as well as your business. As always, it's a pleasure doing these videos for you. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy making it for you. Until next time, thank you for tuning in.